Hi everyone, this is Gene. I'm an illustrator and a graphic designer. I've been working in the industry for about 15 years, and one of the things that clients never ask me to do is make them huge posters out of macaroni. However, it's still a really cool thing to do, and I love macaroni. I'm sure you love macaroni. Pretty much everybody I've ever met loves macaroni and cheese. So grab the kids, get some glue, get some macaroni, and let's make a macaroni lion. Let's check this out. Anytime you're going to start a new macaroni art masterpiece, you want to begin with a little bit of an underdrawing. And in this case, we're going to do a lion. So I'm using a pretty dark pencil here so that you can see it on camera. I'm just going to start with a quick little sort of underdrawing, and this lion is going to be like a roaring lion. And I'm actually going to get a little detailed here because, you know, why not? I can. But you want to start out with an underdrawing, and the reason that you want to do this is because you have to know which directions your macaroni is going to be, or your macaroni are going to be placed. You don't want to start out with just sort of like any which way macaroni, because that's going to end up coming back to bite you. A true macaroni master will plan very meticulously every drawing he does. And again, this is just for demonstration purposes, which is why I'm just kind of winging it a little bit here. But some macaroni art masters have been known to take just weeks with their macaroni work, and it's a real pretty serious craft. The community surrounding macaroni art is very critical of anyone who doesn't put the proper time and effort into each piece, because it's such a dying art form. Since the Italian Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci, actually, it's a little known fact, he started out painting in macaroni. But so you just want to start out with a little bit of an underpainting, so that you know where everything's going to go. And as you can see here, we've already got some curves happening, and then we've got it like a lion's mane. I'm just going to give a couple little indications so I know basically where it's going to go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a quick little undercoating of glue stick. I'm going to go right over the drawing, and I'm going to just smear the crap out of it, apparently. But what this will do is this will allow me to play around with the macaroni while it's on the page. So there's my lion, and you can get a lion off the internet if you want. And I'm going to throw a little bit of macaroni here so I just have something to start with. Now, you want to make sure when you're placing your macaroni that you press pretty hard. In this case, I think I can probably use a little bit of Elmer's glue, because we're only going to be using the one side of the macaroni. So I'm going to supplement this with a little bit of Elmer's glue, and I'm only going to put it really where I know I'm about to use the macaroni. So I'm going to start out with the eyes, and I want to make sure that the downslope of the macaroni flows with the eyes. And one of the things that you need to keep in mind here with macaroni art specifically is you're telling your entire story in texture and in shape and white space. So it's okay if you want to be very picky with your macaroni. For instance, I'm going to use this bottom one because it's a little bit smaller. And we're just going to go right in here. And we're going to use the interleaving chain method to close out the eye. So we have a couple of eyes there. We're going to do the same thing with the nose. I'm just going to throw some, pretty liberally, just throw some Elmer's glue here. And the good thing about the nose is the macaroni is already basically in the shape of the nose. So you can just throw two macaroni there. Macaroni, whatever the plural is. And then what you're going to want to do is cover the rest with some Elmer's glue, because here you're going to want to use a different technique, something going in the opposite direction of what you've already built on your macaroni lion. And you also are going to want to use the symmetrical stacking macaroni technique so that it flows in the same direction, because what you're doing here is you're actually creating, in this case, the cheek of the lion. And I'm going to start to spiral it around a little bit, like we discussed in, if you saw my previous macaroni tutorial. Start to spiral that around a little bit and follow the contours of the lion's cheek. And this one here goes up a little bit. And the main thing here is you just want to follow as many of these contours as you can. I would also think about picking up some different types of noodles. Again, the ones that I mentioned earlier, very popular during the Spanish Civil War era, are the wagon wheels. Many famous macaroni masters used the wagon wheels to great effect during that time, partly in protest of politically everything that was going on. But here again, you can see that I'm just using the inverted chain technique to give it a little bit of a different texture above the eyes. And here, feel free as well to go in and just add a little bit of color wherever you think it's necessary to separate the eyes from the eyebrows. But anyway, you get the basic gist of it, and that is to use the various macaroni art techniques that we've discussed, and every area of the lion's head that is going in a different direction, the contours are varying, you want to use a different technique, maybe taking the macaroni in a different direction, but you want it to be uniform in those specific sections so that it's obvious that it's a different part of the lion. Anyway, what you're going to do is you're going to continue along all of these contours with the macaroni until your entire page is full, and then what I like to do is just to add a little bit of texture, add a little bit of relief, throw some glue on top of maybe the eyebrow macaroni here, and then I will retrace my steps, but now there's a second layer of the macaroni, so his eyebrows have a little bit of relief to them. And there you go. There's just a little taste of some of the techniques and process that goes into making a master macaroni art work. All right, so that is a lion made of macaroni. This is probably the best, most underrated art that exists in modern times. So I hope you had as much fun as I did, and if you have any questions, let us know. We'll see you next time.